Toronto Raptors might be the most dynamic defensive team in basketball because they've got 5 guys who can, I would say 4 guys that can pretty much switch every position defensively, which is terrifying. I mean, for example, it all starts on the defensive side of the floor. So right here, you see them try to attack 23 here, right? Jamal does a great job getting his hand in the cookie jar, ripping the ball away, diving on it, and immediately looking up to see if he can get a transition opportunity. That's exactly what he gets. Now we got Quickly, we got B.I., we got Walter in a 2-on-3 opportunity. Quickly does a really good job forcing Josh Giddey to stay kind of patient in the middle of the floor. As we're attacking, we're going to spray it. We're going to spray it to the corner. Now we get a quick trigger 3 from Walter, who ends up getting it to go. The defensive prowess of this team kind of ignites a lot of fast break transition opportunities, and I think that is the scariest thing about this team is that defensive ability. So we're going to break down some film from this game. Hit the like button and let's dive in. Again, take a look at this defensive possession. They're already having their big man, CMB, Colin Murray-Boyles, kind of on their guard. So you would assume that's a mismatch. But again, not for the Raptors. They've got guys that can just defend every position. And CMB is one of those guys. So what are they going to do? The Bulls, anyway, they're going to try to set up this screen. They're going to try to set Scotty Barnes up in a switch and force CMB to drop into a zone. But watch CMB. He says, I'm not scared of you taking a quick trigger 3. I'm going to play in my drop zone. I'm going to allow my guy CMB to get back in front, and boom, they played absolutely perfectly. I mean, perfectly, right? So CMB gets back in front, rips the ball loose for a second. He's got to re-step, regather, and kick the ball out to Buzelis. Now, Buzelis has a mismatch here. Again, you'd assume it's a mismatch, but no, you got no airspace. You got nowhere to go at all. He immediately gives up the ball, even though he's got that height advantage, right? So once again, look at, they try to drive on CMB, right? We get guys everywhere. And then Scotty Barnes down low blocks a shot. I mean, it's unbelievable what this team can do defensively. It is annoying. It is insanely demoralizing for any offense in the NBA to try to do anything on this defense. And it's going to get worse. We get kind of a crazy play here. Now, first thing we notice is it's a 2-point game. Like, this is a ball game. It's in Chicago. People are starting to think, oh, Chicago might be able to win this game. Nope, Toronto knows how to lock in. Now, they get this crazy action going here with CMB, RJ Barrett. You got Brandon Ingram in there. We're going to show screen here, but what we're really doing is setting screen. We're going to get B.I. the ball. We know how good of an ISO scorer he is. So once we get him that basketball, we know this defense is going to do one thing, man. They're trying to not allow him any airspace. So CMB, he's going to go over and set that screen. What that screen does is now going to force this big guy to come up a little bit as we roll CMB back to the basket. Okay, so as CMB gets to the basket, boom, you create this double team. Now, Anthony Simons is in a really tough spot because A, it's a mismatch if CMB is able to get positioning, but it also, if we space the floor well enough, it can open up RJ Barrett for a 3. But either way, there's an opportunity there, right? So Brandon Ingram is looking. Corners open, but we have all of the leverage that we need right here, and this is why having a 5 like CMB is really good at times, because when you generate this matchup, he can demoralize you and sound dumb, and I mean, that almost put the nail in the coffin for the Chicago Bulls, because that is nothing you can really do about it. And easy. And ultimately, to pretty much win this game, we're going to get this screen. Same thing, we set the screen as we see our defender rotating up. We kind of roll to the basket a little bit, try to force them into that same situation as last time. But this time, they roll Patrick Williams with, right? They just basically just point switch it. They don't want to create that matchup down low again on Anthony Simons. You see the exact same situation would have happened if they double teamed, right? So now they leave the 1-on-1 matchup, and we all know B.I. is a lot more quicker on his feet than Jalen Smith defensively. Boom. I mean, by the time he regathers his footing, the shot is basically already up for B.I. Gets a wide open look and easy money. 108, 101, 35 seconds left to go. That was the ball game. And, you know, there's not too much to break down. They executed late in the game, both on the defensive side of the floor, and more importantly, on the offensive side of the floor. They took care of business when they needed to. So ultimately, don't have to be a super long video. If you guys want a part 2 tomorrow morning, we can post that if you guys want. But hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. With the NBA season in full effect, things are really starting to ramp up. And on the Sleeper app, you can potentially 1,000 extra cash. I've been playing it every single day, which is crazy, right? But it's so much fun. It makes watching these games a little bit better, especially the ones you don't really care about, right? But first things first, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. Okay, it's so simple. Link will be in the description. Also, this is my pick for tonight. You got Vucevic over or higher than 20 PRA. First game with Boston should be interesting. Kawhi Leonard, no more. James Harden, higher than 39.5 PRA. And then Denny, higher than 33.5 PRA. He made the All-Star game. I think he's been amazing so far. So make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you're doing for tonight's game. But also, use promo code DUBS. You'll get that $100 match deposit on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. So make sure you check out Sleeper today. Now, one last thing, they also added team picks, which is so cool. You can take a team to beat a team on any given night. You can put some money on an MVP winner, whoever you like. The options are endless. Wemby, Cade, Jaylen Brown, who I like personally, KD, Maxey, Anthony Edwards. I mean, there's so many things that you can look at here. So definitely a new option. I love it. Go check it out if you haven't already done so. Let's get back to the video.